If you really want to get better at drawing, you would grab your sketchbook now and you draw along with me in this video. I didn't mean to match this, but anyway. Hi everyone, I'm Hassan Draws and welcome back to another video. It's been a while since we've done a long video, but I thought this one would be fun, okay? Stick around because there is 8 drawings in this video. Today, we're going to be doing the Color Wheel Art Challenge. Wow. It's been all over the internet if you've not already seen it, but basically, I use this template that's been going around everywhere and you draw a character for each of the colors. And I thought a fun theme would be nostalgic internet characters. So I've thought of 8 very nostalgic characters I've known growing up on the internet, and I'm going to be drawing them for you, and let's see if you can guess any of them. Please let me know if you know any of these characters too, so it's not just me. Some of them are a little more niche than others, but let me know below. Let's get to the first one. And the first character we're drawing is the annoying orange. Please do not exit this video. I know a lot of you have a gripe with this orange, but you've got to admit he's a YouTube classic, you know? No, that was simpler times on YouTube where we didn't have the best editing features, and essentially the technology to make the annoying orange is now just like a Snapchat filter. And yes, the humor was a little bit mediocre and a little bit cheap. But you know what? 10-year-old me, it got me through. I used to binge the videos on the annoying orange YouTube channel, and I recently checked up on them and they're still going. They're still going strong. So whether you like it or not, the orange does live on. Also, fun fact, when me and my sister were just googling about it, I used to be obsessed with the YouTuber iJustine, and I used to love all her videos. And I remember me and my sister did a Google search on her, and it said her first YouTube appearance was on the annoying orange, and she plays the passion fruit. I'll try add a photo, but like, it's so obvious that it's her now. It's so funny where you just spot random YouTubers in the wild. Okay, anyway, so that's the annoying orange done. Let's move on to yellow. I just realized it's another painstakingly annoying character for some. Yes, for yellow, we're drawing the duck from the Duck Song. And if you don't know the song, I'm not going to do a rendition of it because I have a little bit of self-respect. But if you know the song, you know the song. And I'm sure it's got like 1 billion views on YouTube right now. You know what? Respect to the people who made this animation, because they had MS Paint and a dream, and look where that's taken them. I'm pretty sure they made like a Duck Song 2 and 3, but they're not as memorable, obviously. So I kind of tried drawing him in my style, like adding a little bit of shading to him, but he kind of looks a bit scary. And of course I added the lemonade stand just for additional context. And yes, it annoys me too how the stand doesn't pass through the see-through part of the jug, but I think that's just me being a bit of a nerd, and I tried sticking to the Duck Song lore. I'm sorry if some of these nostalgic characters are kind of cringy, but like, I grew up with them. So that's yellow all done. Let's move on to green. Green is a character that is very much beloved and has been memed endless amounts of times. Now, I know many Kermit memes over the years, so I picked one that I thought was the most recognizable: Kermit sipping his Lipton iced tea. Hashtag not sponsored, but Lipton iced tea, peach iced tea, is my ultimate favorite drink ever, and I would have it injected in my veins if I could. So Lipton iced tea, if you're watching, quench my thirst, perhaps? I would be very grateful. You know, I initially thought it would be funny to draw Jenna Marbles' dog, Kermit, and just make him green for this segment. I'm honestly coming up with so many more nostalgic characters as I'm doing this, and I would love to make a part 2. Please let me know if you want a part 2. While I'm drawing Kermit, why don't you guess what characters I've picked for the other colors on this wheel? Maybe we share some nostalgia. I'm telling you, there are some more throwbacks coming up. It excites me so much to bring back these old characters. And I'm just finishing up the details on this. I'm kind of just cleaning up the edges, cleaning up the cup a bit. And yes, I did make the cup not see-through, just like the Duck's lemonade jug. Just keeping it consistent, you know? Okay, 3 down. Let's do light blue next. I know you guys are going to be familiar with this character, because I get a million comments about these My Little Pony characters. It's none other than Rainbow Dash, the icon, the queen, the legend. Now, I have to confess something. No, I wouldn't consider myself a brony, I'm sorry. However, I will admit that I did watch My Little Pony at an older age than what the typical person who watches this show would. Now please hear me out, you need to hear me out. I must have watched the show when I was like 13, and yes, I know that's still very young, but like, you know, I just couldn't help but be mesmerized by the colors and the color schemes and just how bright and fun this show was. I just loved the character designs for all of the ponies and how they each represented like a different like icon, and most of the typically boy shows weren't really this colorful, and I honestly feel like I definitely got a lot of creative inspiration from this show. So yeah, yes, definitely not a brony, but I definitely understand why it appeals to some. The characters are just so fun and well designed and have great colour schemes. My inner art nerd jumped out at 13. Who was your favourite My Little Pony character? Mine was probably Rainbow Dash, but I remember I used to like the royal ponies because like they had more like intricate designs. I remember I watched Izzy's video here on YouTube about My Little Pony and the artist behind it, and I remember her saying that she was planning on creating a new show. She made some promotional art for it, I'll try to put it up here, and I am so mesmerized by these characters and this art style. If you guys know me, you know I absolutely love anything space, and you know I love to draw pretty girls, so this is just the perfect combination of both. I hope that becomes a real show soon, but here's Rainbow Dash done. Now for Dark Blue, I feel like this is a bit of a hit or miss, but I'm drawing Doraemon. You guys remember Doraemon? I feel like because of how popular anime is in the Western world, maybe a couple of you guys know who Doraemon is. But when I was younger and I used to go to Bangladesh, they used to only have the Asian channels, and Doraemon was always a character I used to feel really drawn towards. I have no idea how to describe him to people who wouldn't know. He's a cat, I'm pretty sure, and he has like magic powers. I can't fully remember, honestly. He's a very old nostalgic character for me, but I just thought it'd be fun to draw him again. I remember the show used to be in Punjabi, which I don't understand, but I somewhat understand Bengali, so there were some words that I would understand. I honestly, again, just enjoyed the show for the visuals. And I remember how catchy the theme tune was as well, which I will also not be reciting, I'm sorry. I was so obsessed with the show. Whenever we'd go to Bangladesh, like all the little toy stores would be full of Doraemon merch. I had like a Doraemon pencil case, rubbers, pencils, everything. I just googled why he doesn't have ears, and it says in a nutshell, robot mice ate his ears and now he has a fear of rodents. If anyone can elaborate on that, please do. Anyway, I'm very excited for purple. Purple, we're drawing Iggy from Moshi Monsters. Please, 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 please tell me you remember this character. If you grew up in the world of virtual online pets and online games, this better be a very fond character for you. Moshi Monsters was my jam. There's no other way to put it. I was obsessed with this game. I had the magazines, I had the figures, I had the cards, I had the stickers. Okay, Hassan, spitting bars. Seriously, mention any product and I probably had it if it was Moshi Monsters involved. Do you guys remember when this character used to like eat your cursor on the loading screen? They were good times, man. I'm so sad Moshi Monsters closed. I used to log on there every single day and feed my moshlings and plant flowers to catch some more. Iggy was definitely one of my favorites. I remember him being kind of rare to get. I remember Iggy standing for something. Hang on, let me go Google it. Oh, I just remembered. It's I'm gonna get you. Slightly threatening, but anyway. What was your guys' favourite moshlings and which character did you play in the game? Honestly, I have the fondest memories of this game. This game got me into so much drawing. I used to draw all the little characters. This game had the same My Little Pony effect of just like, it was so colourful and the designs were great. I would have absolutely loved to work on a game like Moshi Monsters. That game is gone, but it will always live on in my heart. And we're 3/4 done. Thanks for still being here. Time to do pink. This is another one that I'm begging that you guys know and recognize. And if you don't recognize these characters, this is a good time to go educate yourself. Consider this an internet history lesson. So this is none other than Nyan Cat, the Pop-Tart cat. That is very hard to say. Now, this cat originally was a GIF in 2011. The popularity of this cat made it into YouTube videos, a game. I remember I used to play the app game. It was basically like Flappy Bird, you know, one of those like endless runner games, but you would be the Nyan Cat flying through space and you kind of have to avoid things, if I remember. I don't know if that game still exists. Either or, I used to play that game to death. I remember I used to play that game until my hands were sweating. It got pretty intense, okay? I remember this app also had this incredibly annoying but addictive song for this cat too. And I'm not gonna recite that either. What's with all of these songs in the 2010s? I really do not see this cat anywhere. I don't know how I thought of this for the pink side, but if this is the first time seeing this cat, I hope you love him because he is just so wholesome. He's just a Pop-Tart flying through space, and he honestly makes me want to try out pixel art sometime in the future. Okay guys, we're nearly done. We're on to the last segment. Can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess? It's Red, the Angry Bird. Look, things that aren't popular anymore are just gonna naturally be a bit cringe, so just let it be. This game literally birthed mobile gaming. I think we all recognize Angry Birds. It first released in 2009, which is crazy to think. I remember my sister getting her iPhone 3 and downloading this game, and I used to like play it for hours. It was so addicting and so frustrating, and that's just the perfect combination for a mobile app. I used to have Angry Birds pillows and like the little figurines. And I also remember it being a fond thing that was everywhere in Bangladesh too. I had an Angry Birds watch.
That's all I remember. I had like Angry Birds stationery too, I remember that. It was just everywhere. I remember just so much bootleg merch of Angry Birds in Bangladesh. But yes, this is such an iconic character design. It was kind of hard for me to change it up a bit and make it my own style, so here it is. We're all done. Finally, thanks for watching all the way. Back to Hassan in the studio.
So there we go, guys. That's 8 nostalgic internet, my childhood growing up characters. What do you guys think? Do any of these unlock a memory in your childhood? Let me know below. Should I do another one? Should I do another 8 characters? Because I know tons more. Let me know if I should do another one. That's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. I appreciate it all. Thank you, guys. Mwah. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.